Some moments are so unreal that if someone told you about them, you would never believe it. Luckily for us, this one was actually caught on camera. Get ready because what you are about to see is jaw-dropping. A strange tree has been found that releases a red liquid when it's cut, making it look almost like it's bleeding. This unusual sight has left many people shocked and curious about what causes such a reaction. We're busy searching for aliens in space. Meanwhile, they might already be here in our oceans. He was supposed to close the store, but kept hoping at least one more customer would walk in. He never expected that customer to be a bear.
와, 경진아. 이거 뭐라, 이거 뭐라. 내가 가요, 나 그래, 이거.
Squids can switch colors in an instant, creating stunning patterns across their skin to communicate and blend into their surroundings. This impressive ability makes them some of the most skilled underwater escape artists on the planet. This is something really strange I came across. If any of you know what's going on here, let us know in the comments. Before we go any further, hit the like button and subscribe, and tell us in the comments which country you're watching from. We'd love to see where our amazing audience is tuning in from around the world. After seeing this, I might start using public transport more often. It turns out it's a lot more entertaining than I thought. This gecko's camouflage is so good that you can barely spot it, even from up close, as long as it stays still. A storm is raging, and it looks like there's also a shopping cart race happening in front of this supermarket. The chaos outside is almost as wild as the weather itself. Life in tropical neighborhoods is appealing, but you have to remember that these could be your neighbors living just one floor above. Paradise comes with its own surprises. What seemed like a calm drive almost turned into chaos in a split second. A massive deer sprinted across the road and leapt right in front of the car, but luckily disaster was narrowly avoided. He fell mid-jump, slid, and somehow rejoined his bike like a movie stunt. After a long build-up and a moment of hesitation, he finally tossed the cake high into the air. It spun perfectly and landed right back in his hands. Trick flawlessly executed. While carrying out their routine job, sanitation workers stumbled upon an unexpected treasure hidden in the trash. As the truck's compactor kicked in, bundles of cash suddenly spilled out, leaving everyone in disbelief. Tiny explosions started crackling from the power pole box, each spark lighting up the air with more intensity. Flames flickered and snapped, building suspense as if a big blast was only moments away. Diving deep with his device, he patiently scanned the riverbed until something unexpected appeared, an iPhone still glowing underwater. The moment he realized it was working, his excitement was impossible to hide. After many attempts, they finally nailed the nearly impossible trick. Imagine a stone that looks plain on the outside, but when cracked open, reveals hidden layers and sparkling mineral crystals. Like nature's own treasure chest, these geodes and concretions form over millions of years, slowly depositing minerals inside their rocky shells. He pulled off a trick beyond anything he could have ever imagined. This truck driver literally shaved the top off his truck on an overpass. The forklift driver got lucky. He wasn't crushed by the container. Still, both the forklift and the container ended up completely destroyed. Only the luckiest managed to snag this many candies from the machine. She's a true jackpot, ended up with way more than she could ever eat. The wind blew with such force that it lifted an entire metal roof off a building. The sheer power of nature left everyone watching in awe. Several people filmed as a house in the forest slowly crumbled. In a dramatic moment, it collapsed entirely, erupting into a massive cloud of dust. Next time, he'll definitely set his GPS to avoid wind turbines. After that scare, even the sat-nav can't convince him to take the shortcut through the blades. They thought they'd seen it all, but this road proved them wrong. Truck drivers hit a slick, oil-covered stretch and slowly began losing control of their vehicles. They argued and pushed each other, forgetting they were in a rally crowd. Seconds later, a rally car flew past, but they dodged just in time. So much time, effort, and money went into that drift car. Then, during the race, the steering wheel came off, and it smashed straight into the wall. At a truck yard, snow started melting off the roof, falling in small chunks onto the canopy below. Eventually, so much piled up that it collapsed, proving that timely snow removal is always the smartest move. Amid all that snow, he dashed to the fire extinguisher like a hero in slow motion. Of course, he arrived too late, and something spectacularly exploded in the trash can instead. The huge warehouse doors slammed down at lightning speed right past two guys with snail-paced reflexes. Luckily, they weren't directly under them, just far enough forward to avoid becoming pancake material. Snowboarding can be seriously dangerous, and these two nearly wiped each other out. One wrong move, and it could have ended in disaster. It was a tense game right up to the final seconds. In basketball, that's when legends are made. This guy launched the ball from his half and scored at the buzzer, snatching victory for his team. A tree snapped and fell onto the power lines, and this poor worker had to lift himself in a cherry picker to cut it down. To make matters worse, the tree had already started smoldering from the electricity. This is what happens when one person gives up and another decides to take a risk. A chip got stuck in the vending machine, but he went for the item above it, knocked them both loose, and actually scored the prize. This dog had incredible luck today, narrowly dodging a collision with two speeding motorcycles at the last second. He thought the glass-breaking hammer wasn't that effective until a light tap shattered the window of his friend's car while they were driving. This boy was slowly revealing new cards, one by one, until he finally found his favorite, super rare card. He started breathing hard and pacing around the house like he just won the lottery. Sometimes the little things bring the biggest smiles. He cracked an egg into the pan and out popped two. This golfer is next level. She hit the ball off a wall and it bounced right back onto the course straight into the hole. 2-in-1 banana grows like twins, a sweet little surprise from nature. That moment when your reflexes are on point and you put them to perfect use. Looks like today is his lucky day. He just isn't sure who to thank. He sank two balls into the same pocket with a single shot in billiard. Judging by his reaction, it was clearly his first time pulling off a move like that. A man leaned in to capture the beauty of a glacier up close, when suddenly it collapsed right in front of him. That breathtaking and terrifying moment is one he'll remember for the rest of his life. A diver swam right beside two massive whales, an awe-inspiring sight. The sheer size and grace of these giants made it an unforgettable experience. Even though they're known to be harmless, it's still nerve-wracking to be that close to them. A flock of birds suddenly took off over the parking lot, as if someone had released them into the sky. They filled the air, turning the entire scene into a mesmerizing wave of wings. A large flock of chicks stood perfectly still as rain poured down on them. Nothing could faze them. They stayed calm and unbothered, rain or shine. That was really filmed in forest. Climbing to great heights is always worth it, especially when a sunset awaits. The view is priceless, breathtaking, and absolutely unforgettable. It looks like they're caught in some kind of magic aboard a spaceship floating without atmosphere. They're simply savoring every moment, completely lost in the experience. Camping is a great idea until it turns into a nightmare. Thousands of insects swarm the tent as if waiting to feast on them alive. Thin sheets of ice on the water's surface along the shore look like shards of glass. They drift gently, floating delicately across the water. A controlled building demolition in the city is truly a spectacle of precision. Crowds watch and film as the structure collapses into a massive cloud of dust. This guy decided to turn his anomaly into a superpower. Honestly, he deserves a call to star in a movie. This is truly an unusual situation. A bug crashed into the windshield, pierced it, and somehow stayed alive inside. I doubt his insurance company will believe the story when he tells them what happened. When an alligator snaps its jaws, everyone falls silent. That deep, bone-chilling sound leaves people completely speechless. A peaceful drive turned tense as a rock smashed through trees on its way to the road. The driver, startled, quickly reversed as more debris tumbled down, narrowly avoiding disaster. These birds are camouflage masters, blending seamlessly with the tree. Hardly anyone would spot them at first glance. The sea churned violently, with huge waves crashing against the pier. One wave hit so hard it knocked a man over, but luckily he got up right away and kept walking. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our next unbelievable moment caught on camera. Drop a comment below and let us know which part shocked you the most.